And yes, I did have a background in history of working with some really great teams of people. And why would you step out of that and go do consulting? It really started with it really started with as a quality director at the time. I'm like probably every other quality director in the country today. Got a lot of calls from people like you, Mead, and others that said, "Hey, we really need a quality director to come work in this organization." And as we know, CMS and the requirements under CMS and accreditation require hospitals to actually have some quality management programs in place. And so it's a pretty tough job. And a tough job being that they most people take their greatest nurses or techs or lab people and say, okay, do quality now, but they don't really tell them how to do it. And so it burns people out pretty quick, and it burns people out when the Department of Health shows up for audits and CMS and everything else. And so had a lot of people asking me to come be their quality director. They would pay a lot of money for that job and come into their environment. And I really struggled with that. I live in New Mexico, and in New Mexico, there's a lot of rural hospital systems, and it doesn't matter whether you have 5 beds or you've got 100 beds hospitals, you have to have a quality management program in place. And so I really felt sorry or felt bad for these small hospitals in rural settings that quality just happened to be one of the 5 jobs that somebody did for those hospitals. And they really tried to manage those things within their community. And then they would call somebody like me, an external person, to come in. I'm from Wisconsin, and to come into a small rural place in New Mexico, although I've been here a long time, it's not my community. And so I really feel like the people within that community need to be running quality in their community. I think it's a very personal thing. And so that whole mindset of helping people within that community run quality within their hospital and sustain quality within their hospital. Most quality directors have a tenure of about 2 years. Quality doesn't happen in 2 years. It happens in a much longer period of time. So every 2 years, these organizations are doing new things. Their quality program is based on the person that came in to run the quality program, and there's nothing standard, and therefore there's nothing that really sustains going beyond 2 years. So my whole premise was, as I sat back and looked at it, was to develop a standard process of quality management. I call it a quality management toolkit, and this sets up the training, and it applies and gives the training to somebody within your organization on how to actually run a quality management program. Give them the foundation of running that quality management program. And then, of course, they can do additional things beyond that. So I'm not saying that my program is the end all to every quality program out there, but I will tell you that doing things like certified professional in healthcare quality and other things like that give you the basis for what quality is, but they don't tell you exactly how to run that quality program in your hospital system. My intent is to help you do just that. This is how you set up a governance structure. This is how you set up your quality committees. This is how you do standard work. This is how you look at your processes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and set those foundations from there so that somebody that's, say, a really good nurse or somebody that's a good lab technician or a pharmacy technician or somebody like that that wants to run quality for their hospital, they can have the tools to be able to run that within their hospital and be part of their community. And let me just branch on this community piece real quick. We're talking small communities here. And you go to Walmart, if there is a Walmart in your community, the people you see there, you know the people. You go to a restaurant, you know those people. Um, you know everybody in the community at some level. And that's the kind of quality person you want running your hospital and running quality for your hospital, is the people that actually have an accountability to the people that they live with in their community every single day. You don't need a guy like me to come in and work uh, from a completely different environment and run your quality program in your hospital and community that I don't even know. So let's change the paradigm. Let's help people be successful in running quality, and in doing so, I think I can have a greater impact on patient safety, quality across the country, in a way that extends this beyond myself, which is very, very important.